Good afternoon, Boom Beach. This is going to be our 6ER tutorial, more or less, this late in the season. We are climbing through the ranks, and we pretty much have all the gunboat abilities at this point on Mrs. Chowder. Very low critters, no health packs, no smoke. Artillery is pretty high. Kavon's up pretty high. And we're getting close to the next proto, or the next, I guess, shock mines. It's going to take a while to get to the next engine room. But let me show off this base. It's not a great base. It does have a lot of firepower in the middle there. But it's sort of this shape right here. You gotta follow this, and come up around this side. Got a little minefield there to try to distract people, make them go around and get a little bit slower time. But the point of this base is you have 2 engine rooms up top. I was having a big problem at 5 engine rooms with the BART jobs. And so we put 2 of them up there, hoping to slow them down. They can't just BART one out. And of course, when I unlocked my next engine room, I just put it down here somewhere. Now the obvious route would be to go right here to this minefield, take out these 3, and then send your troops down here to this shore and get these 3. That seems like a safe bet. But also want to show off some attacks. I haven't changed this base in quite a while. These are the heavy buses. Still rocking it at the 6ER, surprisingly. Even with the shock blasters, the twin shock launchers. Flamethrowers roasting them aren't really doing a bunch of damage to the masses. And of course, once the heavy buses go down, you get another massive infantry coming through. Now, I did have shock launchers down here protecting 2 engine rooms. Making a video. Just to stop the heavy bus attacks, and they kind of dwindled off. So I moved to this assault front here. And they're still doing the splits. 3-way splits. Those maxed RLs doing quite a number, even on the heavies. You always want that hero to go down. Just want to show off my base a little bit. So he had 1 diddle left over there, got took out by the mortar, and he retreated. But I do want to show off some of my attacks. I'm hitting a lot of bases. They're just the same. 3 or 4 down here and 2 up high. I just about always take out that laser first and then clear some mines. Then we drop Kavon to resurrect and heal. I like to hit this right side most often and get my troops to do a split. No fancy flaring, just troop placement on the beach. And boom. And this one, I'm seeing a lot of bases that are just set up the same. This type of base, you got 1 or 2 mortars over here, a rocket launcher there. Rocket launchers placed in this area. And we're just going to clear the shock mines because those are going to be a pain once the diddles spread out. And I did not want those troops to all go in the same line, but they did, so we delay dropped the diddles. I was hoping they would split. And then we send in another assault wave up here. Kind of meet in the middle and push towards the top. Speed that up to 2x. You can't really leave those rockets standing. You've got to take the rockets out before you can move up. And a lot of times I like to direct flare that first engine room and then clear some defenses, just to get my troops in line for that last push, and then to collect GBE. At this point we had shock mines, but poor placement. It keeps them from attacking that side. Makes them all drop on one side, and then you got a long, slow crawl. Up to the final 2 engine rooms. And the RL's not doing a whole lot right here, but slowing them down. They have a lot of hit points on them. And boom, boom, boom. Flamethrower. He had to shock it, or it would have took them out. Was that Yater? Another cluster defense. I was hoping they would go up, but they didn't. They all turned. So we just dropped on this side. The majority of the troops. Shocking the boom cannons to try and keep our meat shields alive. And then just managing the shocks with the most important of the defenses up there, dropping critters mainly to distract boom cannons. Once again, keeping the meat shields alive. I think Kavan went down right there. He got way out in front. So we had to do an emergency shock on that laser. Try to keep our main fighting force, the diddles, alive. And of course, we'll need one more shock when we get close to the rocket launcher up there. Softening up the laser a little bit. And we had a pretty good split on this. I was surprised, but right here we need another shock to get the rocket launcher and the boom cannons. And we did get lucky. One diddle went up to the top. But the shock launchers, the rocket launchers are gone, so our diddles are safe. Throw in some critters to distract the cannons and sniper towers. And then it's just clear the mines and hope we don't get roasted. That one diddle was doing quite a job on the last engine room already, so we got lucky there. Didn't lose too many. Then we lost a pretty close match there, a really close one here. They're speeding up their attacks against me. And messed up right there. I dropped the diddles way too quick. Oh, he did. He dropped his diddles too quick. Ended up spamming a bunch of riflemen. And did a pretty good split on there. Big surprise. I don't have any long range at the bottom. So he takes that out. Then they head down to the last engine room. Hail Mary flare. And got me by just a few seconds. Three seconds against one of these with two mortars, an engine room here, engine room there, one in the middle, one in the back. We went ahead and dropped everything on this right side and start taking out that laser before our diddles get wasted.
Bob?
Yeah.
Where's Chloe?
On the trampoline.
Chloe Michelle. Hey, I need your height.
And
I need your long arms to do something. Chloe, come here now.
we continue on here, hitting our second win, keep our diddles alive.
I need that pink candle sheet. Thank you.
Had to get something off the top shelf there. Sorry about that. Where were we? So we did a nice job here with the split. We kind of got lucky. Half the troops went up and danced around boom mines. And one diddle at the bottom. Flare to the top. About 3 seconds. Right there. Had a really fast time. Do not do this type of base. That is a minute 40 all day long on this base. Went ahead and dropped 2 buses and dropped 1 boat of diddles down here because there are nothing that can reach them. Dropped 2 buses and 1 boat of diddles on this side, and they did a nice split. 2 up top, 1 on the bottom. Of course, we have to shock the RLs and the boom cannons to keep them in the fight. Our hero is somewhere in the middle. There he is. I dropped him, delay dropped him. Was able to keep him alive. And then we had to take out the hot pot. So we dropped some critters and a couple barrage. We'll take out a hot pot. I think 2. and went ahead and dropped artillery on it because I thought it was going to take us out as well, or it was fixing to retreat, go back in its hole. And Hail Mary flared to the last, like I say, 2 minutes, or 139, somewhere in there, 149, versus my base is almost a 3 minute with the heavy buses, which I'm surprised it still works at 6 ERs, but I guess, whatever. And the shock mines should cause them trouble. Shock blaster was roasting them. Took them almost a minute to take the last one down. There's an 11-second victory. Again, same base. 2 mortars, rocket launcher behind the core with a boom cannon, laser right here with 2 engine rooms amplified. So we drop on the right side to avoid the mortars and that rocket launcher. Take out the laser and let them split, and they usually do a nice split for us. Most of the troops I want to go to the left side, and had to shock the rocket launcher. Luckily we got a bunch of diddles over here to finish that. And the heavy buses went after the rocket launcher, and we had 2 diddles and 2 heavies make it to the top and clear that out for us. Versus our opponent's attack on this base, dropping 2 boats and 2 boats. It could work, but there are just so many rockets right there in the middle. Like I say, you've seen that one attack work where they dropped all on the right side. And mortars taking out all but 1 diddle at the top. And then he Hail Mary flares all the way down to the bottom, then all the way up to the top, because we got 2 engines up there for him to clear. If there was just one, he probably could have beat us on that one. This guy took forever. It looks like a heavy bus hit, or he hit it from this side. This side is the slow side. Once again, you've got to clear everything all the way up around. If I had defenses in this area, his troops would split off and go up here. Instead, he has to just clear every single defense to get to the end. I've thought about making this base ever since we got to 5 and 6 ER. I wanted sort of an S-shaped base just to make the troops follow as much as possible, and you really don't want to flare around the flamethrowers, the shock launchers. You don't want to flare into the minefield. Hey, somebody with health packs. That's the first health pack player I've seen. I've thought about it, but there's just so much better tech, especially once you unlock Kavan. And this base, kind of similar to mine. I like to take out this rocket launcher because it will get the diddles once the heavy buses get taken out. And I sort of did what I said not to do on the last attack. You attack one side and then the other, which just all it really does is you meet in the middle and then up to the top. But we did win on that one. because we put delay dropped 2 boats. And Kavon stayed where he was supposed to, clear some mines on the left side. So then we've got 1 engine room at the bottom, 2 here in the middle, and just some heavies up at the top. That's the one thing about the bombardiers, is they're long range. They'll take something out and then go for the nearest target. They won't follow the heavy buses. But we dropped critters up there and some artillery, and we're able to finish it off and get the win. And last attack, a 144, pretty nasty. Again, 2 mortars, rocket launcher by the engine room, laser beam over here. When I see those, I always hit this right side every single time. It's instinct now. Just hit that right side and get the majority of the defenses down, and then let the troops split. And I'm telling you, it works like a charm every single time. And that got us up into Diamond 22 versus this attack. Looks like he's going to do kind of what I did, the split attack. But there's just way too many rockets over there, and he's using Everspark. Not Kavon. And he flared his troops up there, which got him roasted by my flamethrower. And even with the help of the machine gun and the flamethrower at the end, we still got the win. But that's the point, is that you have to take out these 2. If you attack this side, you get these 2. And when you meet in the middle, you really don't want to flare up. You got to flare this way. Either way, there's pretty decent set of mines you're going to have to go through. Let's get into one live attack and get this last chest. I don't remember what we can get with this one. Probably bullet or seekers. I've been using seekers on my mini chowder account, and I dropped down into 19 playing with them and getting used to using seekers again. And I went back to the diddle buses. Every now and then I'll throw in some medics, maxed out, and we got back up to 20 something, I think 2050. So this one's a little bit different. We're going to flare up here with half our troops and then drop a boat down here. We'll probably send 6 boats up here and then take out that laser. 6 boats and Kavon should work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if the diddles are going to make it. They might. Do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. And And forgot to drop the hero. And then as soon as we get 11 GBE, we're dropping troops on this side. So what that's going to do is they're going to split off. They're going to clear their way down. And spammed a bunch of riflemen, but that's alright. Anything need to be shocked? Doesn't look like it. We're going to drop some critters over here. And get ready to shock if we need to. But the rocket launcher seems distracted. Down goes Kavan. And we wasted the gunboat energy on him anyway. Keep those guys alive. And shock this rocket launcher as soon as that machine gun goes down. And he's got us beat already. We got one engine left. Let's see what we can do. 129, not very fast. We'll probably drop out a diamond on that one. But we lost our hero. I was just about to spam some more troops. And he smoked us. Let's watch that replay. Majority of the force on the right side, looks like. Now that's why I had my shock mines out here, out front. Just to hold the troops in place. And it didn't work because the troops went from the left side and beat us. Cleared there, no problem. Boom. Out of diamond, we get our chest anyway. We want them to attack from that left side. This one we can take out with one boat of diddles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Look for the laser. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Kavan. And start shocking. Shock this guy. Kavan needs to be... Oh, need some more troops on that side. Shock that one more time. nobody up top right now. He's probably gonna take us down. Got one engine left. He's slowing down. His 140 mark. Pretty good time if we can take these next two down. The next 20 seconds, we should be doing all right. Not sure how long he scouted us. $112, very slow. Good base layout. Pretty sure we lost that boss fight. Yeah, let's watch that replay. We're going to wrap this one up. We're running kind of long on the last few videos. So, everybody on the right side. I feel like I should move a rocket launcher to the right side. Or at least put the shock mines where those diddles are. This guy's got a ton of gunboat energy. I think that's his 4th shock so far. Definitely need another prototype. Let's go 4X. So he's hacking and all the way down here to this one. So we might need to change that up. But that's going to wrap up the video, guys. We got 60 keys. So we can get the critters. The critter seekers. And not that interested going that route. Really would like the other laser, or we can wait 5 chests and get this right here. Maybe 6 chests. I say 6. 6 chests, we can go to 7. And I forget how much this one is, but it's pretty expensive. But we might save up 7 or 8 chests and get a laser and the 7th engine room. Got a ton of keys right now. And nothing to upgrade right now that I can see. Might as well max out Kavan and the critters at the moment. Unless we're saving up for artillery, but too late. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and y'all have a good night. Chowderhead out.